Righto, and we should be live. And we are live. Hello, everybody, I am here. So, Santa is now heading to Komolsk on Amur in Russia in 1 minute and 43 seconds. Hello, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far with our two lovely hosts. As we've had, Max and Bobby so far. Um, so yeah, I just need to sort something out. Righto, and I'm now just gonna click through the chat. Yes, I do remember you, Rocket, earlier. Where am I from, CJ? I'm from the great nation of the UK. And I may have a bit of audio coming through here, so I may just sort that out a second. Apart from that, should be good. Yep. Okay. Right. When is he coming to the USA? So he should come to everywhere between your 11 p.m. and 1 o'clock in the next day. It's not usually a dead set time, but you can go to our arrival map, which I'm sure one of our beautiful moderators will put in the chat. I am very good, thank you, William. So Santa is now heading to Novelsk Sakali Island in 1 minute and 22 seconds. What? No, still up. Right, now, so we have 59 seconds. Did he come to your house? No, he hasn't come to my house yet. I live in the UK, so it is going to be a while until he arrives. So now he has 45 seconds until he's in Novelsk. Yeah, please refresh the stream, guys, if there's any issues. And there's sadly some issues can't be fixed, but it is sometimes on YouTube side, so we can't really do anything about that. I am very good, thank you again, William. Says Novelsk Sakal in about 17 seconds. Have we hit 3,000 subscribers? Yes, we have. Thank you everyone for 3,000 subscribers. As we have had a long time to get to 3K, but we thank every single one of you for being here for the past 8 years that we've been, actually maybe more now, 14 years that we've been streaming. Now he's heading to San Vincent, Saipan, North Mariana Islands. Tom, what do you want for Christmas? I don't really know, but of course I support Manchester United, so I have wanted to get one of the football kits from Manchester United. So you always like to support your club that you have, been supporting for most of your life. So does he have some dead time here in 8 minutes until he hits Van Vincent? Where are you guys all from? Like to know where you're from? Just put the country you're from in the chat, and I'll try to read out as many as I can. How long are you on for? So I'm on for 1 hour, and then I am off for a while, and then I have another hour around 10 p.m. UK time. Then I have 2 hours in the morning in the UK. Should be fine. Just give me a couple of minutes, guys. It's just like being a bit weird on my side. USA, California, New York. I'm very good, Daniel. Northern Ontario. Lots of mainly American audience I'm seeing here. Rocket, I'm guessing that's meant to mean how was pre-show yesterday? Sadly, I was asleep because I have basically doing an all-nighter on Christmas Eve, but it was a very good pre-show as I watched it in the morning. Alex was a very good host in that. Australia as well. If you're in Australia, I do suggest you start heading to bed as it is starting to get late for you guys and Santa is heading down the Pacific as we speak. We've got England from Dr. Luke Plays, Georgia, India. Why can't Jack host this year? Rocket Jack won't be hosting this year. Of course, that's his personal decision and we can't change that. But I do believe he should be back next year for you all. And that should be fine. Did Santa go to China yet? No, Santa has not gone to China yet. He is still in the Pacific. He shouldn't be going to China for a few more hours, I'd say. About 2 hours more. Mark, I do remember you quite vaguely from last year. Of course, I'm not. I meet so many people on these streams. Of course, we have nearly 3,000 of you now. So I do not know all of you. We have people from Africa. Africa's a very nice continent. I like it quite a lot, actually. And we have our application link in the chat. So if you want to go and apply, please feel free to. John has posted that on santatracking.net/apply. And you can fill out our application to be a member in 2023. Yep, as Daniel has just said quite rightly in the chat, you should go to bed if you're in Australia. What time will he be in Australia? So he should be in Australia around, I'd say, 1 o'clock, midnight to 1 o'clock. As that's Santa likes arriving in those times as barely anyone else is asleep. Also, we have 4 minutes until he arrives at San Vincent on the Saipan in North Mariana Islands. How are you? I'm very good, Sophie. Very good. Hi from Ireland. Welcome. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Lily Kelly, I believe. Sorry if I've mispronounced that. From Ireland. Welcome from Ireland. And Liam as well. Merry Christmas to Liam. When is he going to the United States? So he could be in the United States around whatever the time zone is where you live. So the time can change a bit. So it can be in a couple of minutes either side of what we predict. But we usually predict around 11 o'clock to around 2 o'clock. It just really depends where you live. So yeah, I believe our likes are very high. Can we get to 500 likes, guys, by the next cam, which we may have shortly? I don't know, but it's a hint that we may have it shortly. Time will he go to Glasgow, Scotland? So he should be in Glasgow around midnight, just before midnight. Of course, I live in the UK too, so the time is quite close, but you know. So yeah, you have to applaud Max for going through what happened this morning with NORAD. It was a right old mess, but we powered through it and we have finally got here. And thank you all for still watching the stream, even though it didn't really go to plan. But that's the years have to adapt around it. What time is it where you live? So it is around 10 past 1 where I live, so it is in the afternoon now. So if you want to know where he is going to be, we do have a website, which I'm sure one of our moderators will post in the chat, that has our arrival times on it. So it will basically say whenever Santa will arrive in a certain place on the map. For example, USA, it will put a prediction of where he should be. Of course, for the larger countries, we can't really do that as they have many time zones. But we just have to deal with it. And we have 2 minutes now until he reaches San Vicente on Saipan. And then he'll most probably continue his Pacific tour, going down to Australia and possibly, and I believe the capital of Australia, Canberra. Then he'll head back up. Why does the stream stop CPI? It shouldn't be stopped. When we switch hosts, it can sometimes glitch a bit, but it should be fine. But there shouldn't be much change between the two. But if it does, always just refresh the page, just so we should be up. Now, when I joined, the stream did go down a couple of minutes. So yeah, but it should be fine now. I know there's some delay on the YouTube's end, so it can break a bit. How many hosts are there this year? I believe there's about 6 hosts. I don't really know, as we do have quite a lot of team members, but there's usually around 6 hosts per each year. It can change, of course. Some people want to host, some people retire from the team. It really does depend on what happens. When is he going to be done? So when he's done, it depends what time, but what he's usually finished around 10:15 GMT. I don't know what that is time in other countries, but it's usually around that time for us in the UK. But it can always change depending on, if there's more locations. Of course, some of them may have been hinted in our interview that we had with Mr. I forgot his name. Oh well. The interview we had earlier when Max was on the show. Of course, we do have stuff from that may give you hints about what's going to happen in the next couple of hours. Tom, who's after you? So after me, I have Max. Max is going to be doing 2 hours after me. And I'll be on the social medias for a while until 10 PM my time. When will he be in the United States? He should be in the United States, as I said, around 11:30 to 2 o'clock in the morning. It can change a lot depending on Santa's route. But as we say now, he has entered Santa Rita in Guam. Isn't this... No, this is the second... officially the second American stop on Santa's trip. Even though it isn't in mainland America, it is still classed as America. So I hope... How's everyone's day been, by the way? We haven't got a... Has everyone enjoyed the stream so far? Please put in the chat if you have. We'll be in Samoa. I believe he's going to be in Samoa in the next couple of minutes. He may have already been in Samoa, actually. I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe he has already been in Samoa. So if you are in Samoa, I do suggest you go to bed. So then he will come back and give you presents. Yeah, NORAD's up. NORAD has used the same design, but the design is good. As they say, you can't break something that if you don't change something that's not broken. So you do have to just continue on. That's very good to hear, Tina. Very good to hear. What does YANTSU stand for? So YANTSU stands for the YouTube Association of NORAD TrackingSanta Users. So it's basically just a group of us that really liked what, the Santa tracker, and we all believe in Santa, and we basically do it voluntarily to make people smile and have a better Christmas. That's all we do, and I've been having a blast. It's my 3rd year on the show, and I've been having an absolutely amazing time, and I hope to have it for the next however many years. How was the last shift? So who was hosting the last shift? So we have I don't know who's oh, and Alex is hosting the last shift, so that will be Alex, and he has a couple of more hosting shifts coming up today. So yeah, he should be he should be hosting the last shift. Of course, one of the harder shifts as it's later in the day for many of us, and early in the day for us. Welcome TBC, Merry Christmas. And now he is heading to Kimbe, Papua New Guinea. So if there's any, we have 2 likes left until we hit 500. No, 490, guys. One more like now until 490. Can we do that? Let's get one more like on it to hit 490. Someone from Romania. I'm gonna say we do have a couple of Romanians in the chat, as we have quite a diverse community. Can you show us the 2D map real quick? Sure, I can show you. So of course, as you see here, he started up in the Arctic Ocean. He has come down through Russia, and now he is basically making passes over the Pacific, and he has gone through New Zealand. New Zealand is fully finished, and he's gone to McMurdo Station. And have we hit 500 likes? And I believe we have hit 500 likes. Of course, I don't know that, but I believe we have. But thank you all for hitting 500 likes. Of course, I did set this a target, so yeah, that is very good. He hasn't visited Japan yet. No, he hasn't visited Japan yet. So that he should visit Japan in the next hour. So yeah, we should see him very close. I believe the ISS. When is the next? Do you mean the next member person on the stream rocket? So I don't get what you mean. When is the next YANTSU? We are the one and only YANTSU, so there's no other YANTSUs. But if you're saying the next host will be Max, as I've said before, he'll be on for 2 hours after me. When is the next YANTSU cam? I am not sure, but it should be in the next hour. That's all I'm gonna say. In the next hour. Yes, I am. I am very good, Sophie. I had a bit of technical issues towards the start of my hour, but they have all come out now, and they are fine. What time will he arrive in India? So he should arrive in India around midnight. And to say to everything, please go to our website, soundtracking.net/arrival time. One of our moderators will link it in the chat for you as we speak. And that will basically show you all the arrival times for every country or every state around the world, depending on where you live in. Of course, some of them can't be exactly accurate, so we have just the time that he usually arrives in. Of course, some countries have multiple time zones, so of course we can't always do that. For example, Russia. And to do for Christmas, what am I going to do for Christmas? So I'm probably going to do what most people do, of course, open the presents in the morning. But of course I have 2 hosting shifts after I open my presents. I'm going back on the shifts, and I'm going to be doing 2 hosting shifts in 1 hour after the other, and then I'll most probably be in the chat for the 2 hours towards the end of the stream, and then I will most probably have Christmas with my parents and go up to my uncle and aunties, have a nice Christmas dinner, probably come back and most probably go to sleep as soon as I get back, as I will be knackered after this. So yeah, it should be a very fun stream. But I have my supply of Fanta that I last year I had Pepsi. This year I've gone for Fanta. I wouldn't say it's more healthier, but it does taste a bit better. So yes, I will be having Fanta. Is that England? No, it is Papua New Guinea. As we say that, he has entered the capital of Papua New Guinea, Port Moresby, in a 1 minute and 30 seconds. Santa real. Everyone here at YANTSU all believe in Santa. We do believe he's real, as We don't think the American government will put so much money into tracking Santa as it will be millions of pounds to put into a website and track him. You know, that's basically all you need to know. How long is the live stream? The live stream is about 25 hours. Of course, we've already done about 4 hours of it, and I'm in the fifth hour, so we should be fine for the rest of it. Oreo the elf. One of the people running the social medias should get back to your DM depending on where you've DM'd it. So just be patient with our social media team. Yeah, hang out with your family. We'll be watching the Chiefs versus Seahawks. Uh, I'm not. I'm not a big American football fan. Of course, I'm more European football fan. But yeah, I would. To be fair, I would watch my team play in Christmas anytime. I need to go to Canada about midnight in your time. Don't know what it is in Canada, but you know. Now he's heading to Daru in Papua New Guinea in about a minute. People in Australia, get to bed right now. Yes, people in Australia, you should get to bed. I have been volunteering for YANTSU for about, this is my third year. Started in 2020, and I've enjoyed every single month of it that I've been here. Of course, even in the hiatus months, we have some good laughs. And yeah, it's very fun. Santa's so fast, I won't fall asleep in time. You should fall asleep in time. Because if needed, I'm sure you can get away with just laying on your bed and closing your eyes, and Santa may, just maybe, manage to fall and then manage to, of course, put your presents under the tree and go, and you can get straight back up again and run into the lounge or wherever your Christmas tree is. So he's now had our first Australian stop, Cooktown, Australia. We do not. Oh dear, cold's come back on me again. So we do not work with NORAD. We are just a affiliate of them, and we are basically showing their work. We do have some links to NORAD, of course. We have some people that have done our Santa cams. Of course, Andrew Corrales, who did one of our earlier cams. And then there's another person which I've completely forgot the name of. I keep forgetting the name of, but yeah, the voice of TrackingSanta, Carl, he works with us. Santa, I hope Godzilla hopes there'll be a new cam for Sydney. I hope there'll be a new cam for Sydney. It's bit, but you never know. Australia, get to bed right now. Yes, Australia, you should be already in bed. But if you are not, this is your last chance to get to bed before Santa will most probably miss you. Because if you're in Perth or in more of the western states, you should be fine. Can you talk to Santa? No, we can't talk to Santa. Of course, we are not Santa himself, and we are not. Don't have direct contact, but I'm sure if you write a letter to him, Santa should get back to you. And when does Santa go back to the North Pole? So that'll be around 10:15 GMT. Of course, that'll be AM, just to say, and you can probably convert that in any time converter you find on the internet. So we'll be hitting Cooktown, Australia in about 40 seconds. And we should be having, I'm guessing there'll be a Sydney cameras. We did have one last year, and NORAD don't usually change that much, but of course it seems this is NORAD's a year of change, so we may get some, but I do not know. So we are now bedtime alert for Australia. Yep, code red for Australia. You should be getting to bed, especially Melbourne, Canberra, and Sydney. This is your time to go to bed. Let's see where he goes after Cooktown. I believe he should keep heading down the coast here. Maybe Tasmania. And he's heading to Rockhampton, Australia. In 3 minutes and 30 seconds. May sound a bit bunged up as I'm still recovering from a cold, so if I do sound a bit weird, that is most probably why. And if I cough down the mic really loudly, I'm so sorry. Also time to be in England around midnight. Of course, we do have our own website, suntracking.net/arrival time, and you should go into there and it should show you everything. And now 2 minutes until Rockhampton. Yeah, Australia, you should get to bed, or you should already be in bed. If there are any Australians in the chat, I do suggest hitting the hay quite quickly. Does Santa have Wi-Fi? Santa, I'm guessing Santa has Wi-Fi. This Slayers has made some very good technological advancements in the past couple of years. Of course, he should have the Apple iPhone in his pocket, you know, that type of stuff. He should be all set. Yeah, Eastern Australia should be into bed by now. Because 2 minutes until Rockhampton. Does Santa bring elves with him? No, he doesn't bring elves with him, but he is very independent and he likes doing everything by himself. But of course, there are elves at the North Pole control room, as you saw in our pre-tracking cams, which are on our channel now, and he should be there. Can you call him? I cannot call Santa, but you know, you may write a letter to him, or do a call to NORAD. They may be able to put you through to him. I don't know. And we now have a minute until he hits Sydney. And that'll be in 1 minute and 10 seconds. 1 minute here, guys, until we hit Rockhampton. And where do you think he'll go after Rockhampton, guys? Put it down in the chat. See where he goes after Rockhampton. Where do you predict he'll go? I predict he may go down to Tasmania. So he may go down to Tasmania. People saying Sydney. New South Wales, maybe. Could be interesting. 30 seconds now, guys, until he hits Rockhampton. We have Tasmania in there. Auckland. He's already gone to Auckland. Rocket predicts there may be a Sydney cam. Maybe. His story predicts he'll go to Armadale. I don't know where Armadale is, but I'm guessing that's one of the small towns in Australia. So yeah, 3 seconds now, and he is heading to Maryborough, Australia. You are all wrong in your predictions. He'll be heading to Maryborough in about 1 minute and 22 seconds. And now we should be getting up to about the halfway mark of the hour here. And the poll is closed for real tree or artificial. Artificial nags it with about 52%. And real is 48%. Very close, chat. Very close. Very, very close. Is there YANTSU cam for Sydney? There may be. I can't disclose any information on that, but there may be. There's a slight chance there may be. Maybe it may not be us doing it, but you know, maybe an old cam may come back. Merry Christmas Eve, FlyX. Hope you're having a good day and welcome to stream. 30 seconds down until he hits Maryborough and Australia. Because the Team YANTSU account has posted the application link for our team, suntracking.net/apply. If you go to there, you can apply to join our team for the 2023 tracking season. So you could be sitting in my seat, not literally, but doing the same hour I'm doing, hosting on the stream if you do apply. And we do hope everyone is enjoying the stream. Now it's heading to Brisbane, Australia in about a minute here. So he's slowly making his way down the coast of Australia. What about Hawaii? I don't know. He should be in Hawaii about midnight. Hawaii. Of course, Hawaii is one of the last stops on Santa's journey. So, you may get some sort of people there. But, it should be good. Yep, almost in Brisbane here. Sydney will be after. Brisbane children should be asleep. Yes, well, anyone in Brisbane. If you're a Santa believer in Brisbane, I do suggest going to bed. What's his last stop? So he usually stops at the Atoll Islands at the edge of Alaska. But it can change. Welcome Sonic Boom, welcome to stream. And he's going to Sydney, Australia in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the largest city in Australia, of course. I don't know what in 7:30 on Christmas Eve. Well, I hope you're having a brilliant Christmas Eve cleaning squad. I hope you're having a good day. Yep, Sydney is next. CPR predicts a Santa cam. Maybe there'll be a Santa cam. You never know. If there is a Santa cam, we will be in for a treat because seems like lots of the area are going to be getting new Santa cams, of course. As we have had some little hints about new Santa cams, so there may be new Santa cams in the Asian region. And now we are going to be. We have about a minute until he hits Sydney. So let's hope. Let's see if there'll be a Santa cam. What do I want for Christmas? As I've said before, I do want one of Man United football team jersey. Of course, I'm a avid supporter of theirs. Very passionate about it, so I do hope to get, of course, one of their jerseys. Because I haven't got one for a few years yet, so this will be one of the. I know this may be one of the most iconic tops ever, but it's very expensive. But we do try to make it work. So we are now 30 seconds away from Sydney here. Which I don't know if you pronounce that Aoife. But hopefully she has a brilliant birthday. How do you get your webcam? Just to be fair, Amazon, stuff like that, you can search webcams and you can pick the best one. Set it up and then away you go. So, 5, 3, 2, 1, Sydney. Let's see if we have a Santa cam. And we do. So, I'll play that for you. And I do hope you enjoy. I'm just going to mute my mic and we should have that up in a second.
NORAD spotted Santa over Sydney, Australia and the majestic Sydney Opera House. The Opera House, which is located in Sydney Harbour, is one of the most famous performing arts centres in the world. The building is shaped like the sails of a boat and sits in the middle of a harbour like a peninsula. The Sydney Opera House is probably the most photographed building in Australia and has often been considered the greatest architectural work of the 20th century. Where do you think Santa will travel next? Keep tracking with NORAD to find out.
So I do hope you enjoyed that Santa cam there. How did everyone feel about that? It looked very good on my end. Goes to World Cup as he's now heading to Melbourne, Australia in a minute and 20 seconds. Of course, he's just been to Canberra. How do you feel about Messi? I don't really like the GOAT debate, to be honest. I like them both. I think they're both very good players. They're just very, very good in different areas. So that's my take on it. World Cup was very good though. The final was amazing. Did he go to China? He has not been to China yet, but I guess he'll be there in the next couple of hours. Possibly rocket, possibly then maybe. When is it going to China? So in the next couple of hours. I don't know exactly, but Santa should be there in the next couple of hours. I don't know when, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, the World Cup final was the best ever World Cup final I think I've ever seen. Not since the one I rewatched some clips from like '66 where England have won that. We have about half an hour left, Sophie. So I'm going to be here for next couple of minutes, and I can fully announce to you we have a YANTSU cam. So I will play that for you in the next couple of minutes.
Continuing to make his way through the Oceania region, Santa was last seen in Melbourne, Australia. Being the capital and most populous city in the Australian state of Victoria, Melbourne is home to many of Australia's best-known landmarks, such as the Melbourne Cricket Ground, the National Gallery of Victoria, and the World Heritage. While Santa would love to visit all of these places, he's got no time to waste as he still has loads of gifts to deliver, including yours. For SantaTracking.net, I'm Alex Nickel.
So I hope you enjoyed that cam there. Looked like a very, very good, well-made cam as always, as we do. Good morning, David, coming from South Palm County in Florida. Yep, of course, Melbourne is home to the Albert Park Street Circuit and is contracted to host the Formula One Australian Grand Prix until 2037. Yes, of course, we do like that. As of course, they are very. Of course, I do love F1. I'm an avid F1 fan. I'm a very good fan of George Russell, mainly because he's British and I'm British, and you know. Yeah, but that was very good though. I do like seeing people race around Melbourne for years to come. Very, very good. I think so. Yoshi thinks Qatar will get a Santa Cam, maybe. Far away until Nigeria. It should be. I don't know how long, but I could at least a good 5 hours. Good morning, of course, the founder of the team, Patrick from Indianapolis. How do you get 3D mode? So it should automatically happen when you click on when you join into the map. If it's not, then of course there is a little button up here while I'm hovering my cursor now, and you could click it and it will switch in between 2D and 3D. Because I'm on the better one. Of course we use 3D as it does flow better with the stream. Santa in the Philippines. Santa should be in the Philippines in the next couple of hours here. And I believe our Melbourne cam may be uploaded. If you do want to rewatch that, you can rewatch that, and it will be on our channel. Don't know if it is now or later, but it should be on there. And he's just been to Hobart, Tasmania, and now he's on to Adelaide, Australia in 1 minute and 30 seconds. When he'll be in Dallas, Texas, of course, as we say, about midnight. Of course, if you do want to check out a more exact arrival time, you can go on to SantaTracking.net/arrival time. So I believe it's /arrival. Of course, The moderator can put that in the chat, but that's about what it is. If you go on there, you can check the more exact arrival times for each location around the world. Merry Christmas, Cookie. Of course, all your questions of when you'll be there can be answered by our website, which John has just linked there. Please make sure to go on there, and it will basically show you all the different times of where they are. Merry Christmas, Sophie. Shout rules are in the description, but they're just very basic ones just to keep it, of course, PG and family friendly. Sent to Adelaide, Australia in 17 seconds here. 10-second countdown for Adelaide until he's hovering over it, and then he'll be swerving away towards Alice Springs, Australia, heading back up the Australia here. Now Alice Springs, Australia here. About 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Let's read the chat then. Merry Christmas, Daisy. Hope you're having a good day. Merry Christmas, Crawler. Hope you have a very good day. How much time until he arrives in the UK? About 10 hours, I'd say. Your favourite kind of cookie? I don't have a favourite, to be honest. I think I'm quite all-rounded, to be honest. I'm not too fussy. Where's he going? He's going to Alice Springs, Australia in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Merry Christmas, Parker Gamer. Japan, you should start heading to bed as he is heading back up the continent of Asia. Yeah, so I'm British, so we tend to leave out milk or brandy, which is a type of alcohol, and mince pies, and of course carrots of the reindeer. So yes, I will be leaving out mince pies. I don't have an elf on the shelf this year, but actually no, I do have an elf on the shelf. Yes, I do have an elf on the shelf. It's not really big in the UK, but I do have one. Merry Christmas from Nashville, Tennessee, from MTN Junkies. Of course, one of the people that has been in the Santa tracking community in general for a while. Isla Garcia is from California. Time to go to bed in the UK. Should go to bed around 11 o'clock. Jacob Edwards, that's the time I'm going to go. So, of course, I have a hosting shift at 10 o'clock. And then I will be asleep at most probably 11. I'll just stay up and pretend I'm asleep. Yeah, we do Troller. It's kind of a tradition. Not all people do it, but it's sort of what we do in the UK. Yeah, mince pie in a glass of milk is very good. Christmas delicacy. So we have about 30 seconds here till he hits Alice Springs. So I have about 15 minutes until I am going to be off this shift, and I'll be on Twitter, on and off Twitter for a while, and I'm going to be helping behind the scenes generally. My favourite kind of food is pizza, to be honest, Linda. I can't lie. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I do love pizza. I have, I just had the Domino's before I came on there. So, I have, I had a very nice pizza. Of course, the, banger, the Meteor with, some of the new cheese rolls on the side. Very good. I recommend. Yes, I am coming back later, Troller. I'm going to be back at 10 o'clock later tonight for me. Then I'll be on in the morning / near midnight for you Americans. Yeah, pizza is the best, Linda. Will Santa visit Ukraine? Yes, Santa will be visiting anyone who believes in him. That doesn't matter what country, it will be anywhere and everywhere. What do you have with your Christmas dinner? So, usually, because I'm around my auntie, so I'll usually have, of course, a turkey, stuffing, of course, the veggies, with like carrots, peas, parsnip, that type of stuff. And then I'll have. I don't like Brussels sprouts, but they'll throw them in there just, you know, just to annoy me. Um, then of course, gravy, cranberry sauce, that type of stuff. That's like a general Christmas dinner for me. It's very good, by the way. And now we sent to Darwin, Australia. Stuffing is. See, even Brain agrees with me. Stuffing is the best. Oh, and pigs and blankets. We cannot forget the pigs and blankets. If you don't like pigs and blankets, it's kind of a crime in the UK, as they're like the highlight of the meal. I personally like that, but it's not one. This I can't judge. Of course, Brain likes stuffing. Not my favourite part, but it's second favourite, quite close up there. Um, bread bowls with tomato soup inside Godzilla. That sounds nice to be honest, but we don't have that in the UK. I've never really seen it in the UK. But it does sound really nice though. I must, if I ever go to America, I must nibble on that a bit. I sent it in England, Somerset, around midnight. And now we still heading to Darwin here, about a minute. When I last checked, Prince Charles is doing okay. I don't really keep up with the royals that much. Last thing I heard was from when of course Queen Elizabeth sadly passed away earlier this year. That's the last time I heard of the royals. To be honest, I'm not big on that, but steak for Christmas dinner. I've never heard anyone have steak for Christmas dinner, but I can see it happening. It does sound good. I've got to admit, it does sound very good. Yeah, it depends how fast you get to bed. I take quite a while, so I have to go to bed quite early. But if you literally are type of person that to lay on your bed for a couple of minutes and you're out completely, that's the type of stuff. No, I've never tried hamburger for Christmas dinner. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of hamburgers. I haven't had much. And then we went to Dili, East Timor. It's pretty sad to be honest, and I've grown up with her to be honest. Like, not literally, I'm not 90. I'm not nearly nine. I'm not in my 90s. Of course, I'm not. But for when I was born, I have followed her quite a lot. So yeah, it was kind of sad, but new things have to go. You have to just continue doing what you have to do. No, I don't eat pumpkin pie. It's not really a thing in the UK, pumpkin pie. I'd say it's more an American thing, to be honest. But I don't really like pumpkins. I've never tried them, but they just don't appetize me. Um, what was my favorite Christmas gift? I was Diamond. My favorite Christmas gift was most probably my PC. I got a brand new PC about 3 years ago. I, it's quite a good PC, and even though it's broken a couple of times, it's very good. Do I eat apple pie? I don't eat much pie. Like, I don't eat much fruit pies. I mean, most of the pies I eat are like, savory pies, so like steak, chicken, couple of those type stuff. They're the only pies I eat. Of course, I like things that are, some of the sweet pies with chocolate in. They're very good. I don't mind. I'm not that. Sweet potatoes that one I'm on the edge with. I don't mind it, but I just can't eat a lot of it. Like if it's mixed in with something like gravy, can taste pretty nice, but I just don't really enjoy it. Um, yeah, for New Year's we don't really do much in England, to be honest. It's mainly just setting off fireworks and having a good time and getting drunk, as some of the old people do. But that's not much for me. Now he's into Sarong, West Papua, in 3 minutes and 41 seconds. As we have a roll call in the chat here set by our team account. Where are you tuning in from? Europe, North America, Asia, or Africa? I would suspect if you are in Asia to be asleep by now, but if you are still here, I would recommend going to sleep in the next 2 hours. North America, so people from North America, England. He is still heading to Sarong here in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. So mostly England and USA I'm seeing here, and a couple of Europeans, but it's mainly England and USA, which is the bulk of our, like, where most of our people that watch us are. Most of them are very European based, and USA, England, Scotland, that type of stuff. It's always good to see some people getting in. What time do you wake Christmas Day? So it can depend. So before I started tracking, I used to wake up 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Now I've started tracking, I basically don't go to sleep on Christmas Eve. I may go to sleep 2 hours maybe, and I'm waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be basically just doing everything I possibly can to stay awake. That's why my collection of Fantas, I've got 3 more Fantas left to last me. I don't think it'll last long, but we're gonna try. So we have people from Salt Lake here. First and longest production of the Nutcracker. Never knew that, but does sound fun. I'm not into pantos and productions and that, but it sound really good. Yeah, I heard about that huge blizzard. So I hope you are coping okay. People in America, mainly on the East Coast, I believe it is. So yeah, I hope you are keeping safe on this Christmas Eve. Who's the best tennis player? I don't really like tennis. I'm not into tennis, but last time I checked, the 2 best were like Andy Murray and Djokovic. But I'm not really into tennis. I don't follow tennis. I only like read a couple of the stuff, like the bigger sets. Or Robert Federer as well. Yes, I have heard of Federer. He is a very good tennis player. I'm not really good with that. I'm more football based. Any football questions, I'll hit me with it, or soccer as you Americans call it. But I am very more football. His best football player. I know now. I would say Messi being the best currently, but I would say Mbappe or Haaland for like they're like the top 3. I can't put them in really order, but like the top 3. Do you like the Eagles? I don't really know about American football. I'm not American football activist sort of thing. But of course, I'm British, so I like the American stuff more. No, the English stuff more. I mean, so like Premier League and that. Yeah, Harry Maguire's best defender, surely. Yeah, Harry Maguire, slabhead. Yeah, no, Harry Maguire is not that good as a defender, I can't lie. What do you think of Coventry City? I don't mind Coventry City. I've not really. I don't really know stuff from there, but I do like Coventry City. One of my PE teacher supports Coventry City. He is quite a good supporter of it. He goes there every day, so yeah. Jack Grealish is the favourite Man City. I'm not a fan of Man City, considering I'm a Man United supporter. Did I shift almost over? Yes, I have about 5 minutes to go. Um, And now he's sent to Babel Dabo Daob Palau in about 2 minutes. So we may do the switch in this hour. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna, yeah. I think we are gonna do the switch in in the next couple of minutes. Who's gonna get relegated from the Premier League? Um. Oh, I think Bournemouth are going down. I think Bournemouth are going down. Um. And Nottingham Forest will just survive. And I think it's hard this year, you know. Bournemouth and their new team, I think, will properly go down. My next host is Max. Max will be on for 2 hours after me because he hosts the first 3 hours of the host. Um, uh, Host. First 3 hours of the host. No, first 3 hours of the shift. Give me a second. Sorry there, just having to text team now. So if I do go on my phone, then I'm very sorry. I just need to sort out how we're going to transition into Max being the next host. So we have about 4 minutes until I'm going to be switching. So get your last minute questions in for me in the last 4 minutes, and then I will be heading off on social media. What's my favourite football team in London? I don't like Arsenal because we're kind of rivals now. I don't like Millwall. I think, you know, Brentford. Brentford's like a likeable team that you can't really hate. You know, like you can't hate Brentford. Is Liam still with Team YANTSU? Yes, Liam is still with Team YANTSU. He's going to be around for quite a while in the team. I think he may be in and out the chat, but I think he's currently having a nap. I believe. I'm not sure, or he is just bouncing around behind the scenes. Santa's first location was one of the Russian locations. I forgot what it was. No, it was DPS Satellite. Yes, that was his first destination. Of course, we're going to Iwo Jima in 4 minutes, so so my switch will happen between now and when we get to Iwo Jima. Bedtime allowed for Japan. Yes, all Japan should go to bed. Do I like baseball? I don't like baseball. I think football's my main sport. I know a bit about cricket. Do I like Tottenham? You know, Tottenham are that team where everybody just doesn't like them for no reason, but I do. But I don't mind them. You know, Tottenham is that team where it's a love-hate relationship sort of thing. You hate them because they're just so like mid-table and they don't win trophies, but then you have to like them because they actually give you quite easy results. I like Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal. I don't like Arsenal because they're currently title contenders with alongside Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, and all of them lot. So yeah, I have about 1 minute here. Then I will be off, and I will be heading on to Twitter and other social medias, trying to coordinate stuff. So yeah, so I'm just gonna get ready for that. So yeah, last minute question easy 1 minute question you can give me. I can say now. I think Wolves may get relegated, but I think it's highly unlikely. But the Premier League is very tight this year. But you know, it could happen, may not. You know. Right, and I'm about to switch here, so I hope you have had a brilliant shift. And I will just get ready to switch if the tracker does pause. I'm very sorry, but it's just how I have to do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and get ready. and we are gonna switch. See you later.